Hello, hello, hello. Very chill stream because I only slept 4 hours last night. Very, very chill. Stew. I accidentally stayed up playing a little too much video games. I didn't realize the time. So that's on me, dude. That one is on me. Actually, I put these away yesterday, but I actually been really enjoying with these little orb things. They're fun. Kylan, thank you very much for the tier 1.
Bless
man.
you.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man. I had to re-lube these switches, by the way. I don't know what it is about Key Geek stuff. It's so inconsistent. Some of them were great, some of them were bad. So I just redid them all. It's a disaster waiting to happen. Honestly, it's kind of nice. I've never had a fidget spinner toy before, so... Morning from the islands? What's up, Cracked? Didn't bro say he was tired yesterday? Yeah, so here's what happened, alright? Here's what's happening, okay? Yesterday, I decided to get off, and I did some more, I did some work after I got off, right? But it didn't just stop at doing some work. Unfortunately... Oh, where's my cell phone? Unfortunately, I got off, and I did a little bit of work, and then I sat down, and I think I fell asleep for like 25 minutes. Thank you, Donald. Appreciate you.
1 year, let's go.
Thanks, man. And after I fell asleep for 25 minutes, I woke up and felt a renewed sense of energy. And then I decided that I was going to go play a game. And I hate when that happens. So it was a very mini nap. And then I felt like crazy, like awake. And then, dude, I swear to God, like when I just finished playing video games, I sat down in bed and I literally could not wake up could not fall asleep until like 4 a.m. in the morning. I think if I didn't take that weird little nap right after I finished work, I would have been fine. But because I took it, it made me just like perk up. So they're pretty good looking though. Really, I find them super easy to spin. They're pretty easy to spin in general. Like little quick spin here, and then they kind of spin forever. Honestly, it feels like that. It demolishes your sleep schedule. Yeah, I'm running on like 4 hours right now. Let me put some of this stuff away. I'm running on like literally 4 hours, and I hate it, but it is what it is. See, that oops scares me. Well, I'm also running on no sleep, running on no sleep. Does that make sense? And then yesterday, I fell down the rabbit hole of looking at Black Friday sales, and oh my God, I want so much stuff for Black Friday, but I have to not to buy it all because that's irresponsible. So there's so many cool little gadgets and gizmos I've had my eye on, whatever. Is what it is. Is what it is. Same Alex, same. Yeah. Does anyone know how Kikobo, or I guess, is it Kikobo or cherries compared to GMK cherry? Oh, Kikobo stuff's really good. Kikobo stuff's really, really good. I think it's fantastic. The struggle of wanting stuff? Yeah. In particular, I want well, actually, I'm being very greedy by saying this, but I want a separate... I want like a little camera system for doing very particular types of macro photography. And I can't do that with what I have now. Unfortunately, I don't have a camera system. I have the Hasselblad, which doesn't really have a whole lot of lens choices unless I adapt lenses to it, but I don't even want to deal with that, So I was looking into that, and I can pick up like a decent little system for like under $1,500, but I also don't want to spend that much money this Black Friday. I think the thing that I want to spend money on is, unfortunately, I think we're going to need a new vacuum soon. Our vacuum is good for the birds. I am getting so frustrated with our Dyson vacuum. Still, Alex, is a watch on the key the new baller move? I think so. I need to still set the time. But Same brother, same. Probably gonna get some Doc Martens. Yeah, I'm blessed that I don't think I need to pick up shoes because I saw some of the shoe stuff and it's like also good sales. But I think this year here, I want to pace myself. Last year I picked up like 1 or 2 things, but Miele vacuums are the best. Yeah, my only issue is I picked up the Dyson vacuum when I used to work at Best Buy, so I got like a really good deal on the Dyson vacuum. However, I don't think I can pick it up another vacuum anymore, just because like I saw the prices for some of these things, and I'm like, ooh. I would love a robot vacuum. That's what I would love. But the rig in the back, yeah, I've been using that to take video. It's been really fun. That's been a fun project. The Miele ones are nice though, yeah. How do you clean lube off of inconsistent switches? Dry brush. That's if I want the quick and easy way that still works 99% as well as just removing it entirely, dry brush it all the way. Spread out the lube that's kind of inconsistent, if that makes sense. That's kind of what I had to do for today's switches. The problem with robot vacuums is you can't have keyboards all over the floor and still expect them to work. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I know. Robo rocks that vacuum and mop are goated. I saw a Dreamy one or something, the Dreamy L40, that was a good sale. So that was actually cheaper than the vacuum cleaner. So that's what we might get. Our Dyson vacuum is, okay, I'm gonna vent. It is driving me up the walls. It gets clogged with nothing. Like it's terrible. The filter also needs to be washed like every 2 days now. It's at that point where either I have to buy a replacement thing for the top or it just doesn't operate. So I'm thinking we're probably just going to convert that vacuum into like one of those like little handheld ones because it's all it's really good for these days. Like the actual vacuum part just stinks. And I really was thinking, because it's like a pretty good price getting the L40, just like Gantis said, like I mentioned earlier, because it's like $550, which isn't bad. So you're saying it blows? It stinks, bro. Would you recommend taking out, are those weather sealed? I'm not sure if the XT series is weather sealed or not. You should be fine. I've taken out my expensive cameras that are not weather sealed into the rain and they're fine. Just don't let them soak in the rain, you know?
Wait, isn't Annette under your desk? Just dress him up like a rombo and make him vacuum, lol.
I should put him to work, huh? I should. Alright, this is a client build we're doing today. Let's take a look. I think we built something recently in the same colorway, but let's take a look. I'm not too sure. XT5 is though. Dude, the XT5 I got to play around with the other day. It's a nice camera. Ooh la la. Did I do pink last time or red? I feel like I did red. These are nice. Do you have any favorite MX Blacks alternatives? MX Blacks alternative. What were those switches called from HMX? The Sonyas? I feel like if you're looking just for the scratch and the fullness, the Sonyas are a good alternative. Believe it or not, I actually think classic blues are a fantastic alternative as well. I don't really know any other good alternatives because honestly, I've been kind of hard stuck using MX Blacks for a while. I think that's kind of the truth of the matter, you know? Holy shit. Mr. Kylan, you got like every PCB here. Are all the PCBs the same? Are we still doing polypropylene or what was the goal today? Oh, Dreamy L40 going for $450 USD right now. Actually, super good price. Dude, that's what we're thinking too. Like that might be our Black Friday pickup. Originally we kind of wanted to do what's it called? A TV, because we have a really old TV, but I think a vacuum cleaner is more worth it than a TV. PP plate, okay. I really think it's probably more worth it. I don't think I don't think I'm dying for a TV. We have a TV that we got for free. That's the TV we've been using since we moved in together. Alrighty, I'm excited for this one. Especially since TVs got cheaper every year, you know? Yeah. Well, that's the other thing too. We have the Apple TV, so it doesn't really feel like we need a new TV, but I wouldn't mind picking up a better resolution because we have a 1080p TV, and it's also like really washed in colors. So I think we both don't love watching TV on it. We just kind of watch TV when we need. It's old. Is your GF super indecisive? Mine is, and it's so hard making decisions on things to buy. I think, in all honesty, if I was to sit here and reflect, I think we both have our moments where we can be indecisive. I'm indecisive about food. With other, like, for example, she might be different than I am when it comes to other things that she's indecisive on. But, like, dude, I am the worst with figuring out what I want to eat. It's because, like, I want a little bit of everything, right? So, like, when we're doing food stuff, I'm sure it's not very fun to hang around me. But then when we're doing other stuff, it might be the opposite, where it's just like, it's so easy, just make this decision, because, like, the technical specs might be better. You're sleeping indoors. Like, thanks, man. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, dude. But no, honestly, I'm terrible with food. Even today, I had to pick something, and I just, like, I went through so many different restaurants looking for Uber Eats stuff, because I was just, like, crunched for time today. And then I ended up picking up the same thing I always pick up. But, like, I was so indecisive leading up to that decision, so. I think you kind of have to, like, be a little bit introspective about that. I was looking through the viewer list. No. I promise you. What is that rigged up camera behind you? Yeah, I'll go get it. Oh. It is this bad boy. It's an FX30. Currently, I have a 20-40 Tamron. The new DI3, which, by the way, these Tamron lenses, if you guys are, like, curious, these Tamron lenses are fan-fucking-tastic, and they're cheap. I got these all used for a few $100. This and this other lens, where is it? This lens here from Tamron as well. Like, I got this is a macro 90. I got this for like $600 Canadian. And I think it's normally $950. You can buy these used because I think people just buy them thinking they want them and then they return them. I have no clue why. But it was just open box. And then I've had this since I was started off. Like, this was like actually one of my first mics, and I don't know why I bought it. Why did I decide to go with a matte box over screw-in filters? You want to know the real reason why? Let me tell you. I've been doing actual work with this. So this is more than just like a little bit of a hobby right now. The truth of the matter is, when people see this, they think, wow, this guy knows what he's doing. Even though I don't. So this looks more professional than a screw-on filter. Like, I look like I actually, like, know a thing or two when I show them this than the filter. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's for. Literally, it's just for show. It was the same price as me buying a regular screw-on filter. So I was just like, why not? So I've had a few people now, they're like, whoa, that's so crazy. Like, it has like this big thing on the front. And I'm like, yeah, it does nothing. It literally is just a normal filter. A bit of a photographer myself. Favorite disposable camera brand? Disposable? Oh, I don't know about disposable. It's so vibes, yeah. But yeah, it wasn't... The most expensive part about this entire camera was obviously the camera itself, but all these little attachments to make the camera look humongous weren't that much money. All this stuff I got on sale, man. Even the battery, I wish I got a better battery, like a bigger one, but this battery was like $70. The screen was like $100. All the attachments and handles and wooden handle, I got all of this for like under $200. So like all these attachments in total maybe was like $350, $400. So, but I've been doing a lot more recording with the camera recently. It's been fun though. I've been really enjoying using it. Ugh. That is true. That's what caught my eye when I was chilling in the background. Yeah, I've had 2 people now. So I've gone on like 2 different shoots or whatever, where people have seen the matte box and they're just like blown away. And I'm like, hell yeah, dude. That's the whole point. Feel impressed. Imagine if you had gotten a Lumix instead of a Sony, you could have saved even more. The only reason I got the Sony was because I have Sony lenses. Like I still have some from this Sony camera, the one that's on my face cam. So I didn't feel like buying more Sony lenses, that's all. Project and Raise, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, dude. Dude, lenses are so expensive. Good lenses are way more money.
Glad to be back. What would you say is your favorite plate material for top and gasket mount? Thanks for all that you do.
Plate material for top and gasket? Aluminum. But it depends. Sometimes PP can sound really good with gaskets too. It's like a good mix. I know, I want to do a Christmas tree this year in the background. I need to figure that out. Actually, let's just start with stabs. But yeah, that's the camera in the background. I recorded that little novelties thing for it. Ooh, pink stabs. And then I also recorded another big project recently. And then, I don't know, I've been really enjoying it. I need to get a camera soon to shoot my son and family on trips. What camera do you recommend? I'm down for a Tamron lens recommendation. Mamba. You know my honest recommendation, my friend? Just get the Ricoh GR3. Don't spend money on all the other stuff. Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, all right? It sounds cool in your head to pick up a camera with a big old lens or some prime lens and have it like, okay, here, I'll show you an example. Even this camera, which I would say is pretty small. All right, this is my broken XS10. This, even though it's small, would have to sit around my neck or in a satchel, which is another thing you have to carry. Getting a small camera, which I don't have a small camera like that anymore. The GR3, I brought that to a trip with me once to Banff 2 years ago when I had the GR3. That thing was in my like, I'm wearing shorts right now, but I can just slip it in my pocket and call it a day. And when I didn't want it around my neck, or if I was doing something, in your pocket, move on. I think as someone who also shoots a lot of like, I do a lot of like photography when I go out with my family and stuff too. I don't like carrying gear anymore. Also, I will say, when I'm around like nephews and nieces and stuff, whenever they see a big camera, they start to feel like they need to pose or like stand still. When they just see me shooting with like a little camera, even like my little Fuji, they tend to be more casual. So there's also that to keep in mind too. I would say just pick up the Ricoh. I don't think you need anything more. If you do want to get into lenses and stuff like that, if you're shooting kids, family, stuff like that, get a Sony. I wouldn't even bother with the Fuji. The Fuji's nice in theory, but the Sony for especially the autofocus system with kids moving around all the time, I've missed so many shots on my Fuji cameras when I was around like my nieces and nephews. So it just doesn't focus as well. If you're gonna pick up any Sony right now, like I think the A6700 on the top end is fine, and then even the A6000 or 6300 or whatever A series is out right now for the 6000 series is fine. Okay, we're talking about cameras. There's Borks. Oh my god, dude. The Sony RX107? I heard things about that one there, like good things. I just have never really looked into it. Oddly enough. We're doing 4 stabs for this. Can't wait to take a pic of your toes. Excuse me. The pop-up flash in EVF is really cute. Yeah, I watched some videos on it, but like I've never truly like actually sat down and like looked at all the specs of that camera. Whew, all right, let's leave some stabs. Yes, please move on to the keyboard. I'm camera illiterate. Camera go click, picture come out. We all happy. This is a client build, yeah. Josh, I feel you, bro. This is a unofficial Darling keyboard, yes. As with it all, it's technically all unofficial. With TX stabs, only 205, or else they feel weird. But yeah, I love my camera stuff. I want to pick up a nicer camera backpack. That's my Christmas present to myself this year. When I get a few bucks saved up, I'm going to go pick up maybe my dream backpack, which was one from Ona. But I think the one I want from... I think it's pronounced Ona. The one I want from Ona is no longer available, so I'm hoping they come out with it again or they re-release it. But I've seen some used ones for sale for like $200-300. Keyboards also go click? It does. Knight V4, Type Plus, or TXAP. Basil, I think you should go with Type Plus, personally. I think they are the easiest to tune out of all of them. But not the easiest to assemble, unfortunately. They do take like a second to kind of like grasp how to do them. I do kind of regret getting something more bulky camera-wise. Makes me self-conscious when I take it out. Dude, I'm telling you, like, sorry to go back to cameras, Josh. But like, okay, this camera, I brought this out one time. I thought this, because I sold everything to buy this camera, by the way. I thought this was going to be like the camera I take out for everything. Dude, this thing stinks taking it out. I've taken it out one time, I hated it, and I've never brought it outside again. But I sold every other camera, every working camera I had to buy this. And like I said, never take it out. I hate taking it out. It is awful. It's heavy. It takes great photos, but this is like if you're going on a specific trip and you know you're going to carry heavy gear. But I brought this out one time. And I remember telling my girlfriend, I'm just like, I regret taking this with me. You kind of have to either stow this away in a backpack or, you know, keep it around your neck. But it's funny though, because like, dude, I'm in a spot now where it's like, I was talking to another friend about this. As I get older, I just want smaller camera gear. I just don't want to lug around things anymore. I had the same backpack for 13 years. Ooh, which one do you have? I'm always down for backpack recommendations. My oldest backpack is a Manfrotto backpack, but I don't really like using it. It's too big, too bulky. I think it's a 35 liter, and I think that's too big for my taste. Believe it or not, no one really cared when I brought it out the one time. I had one person say nice camera, but they were... Like, when you go out and you're kind of looking at people's cameras, dude, you know what I see a lot of now? I see everyone with Q3s. And they're just like, you know, like, the Hasselblad is expensive, yes, but the Q3 is way more money. They're carrying like $14,000 around their neck. I've been seeing so many of those here in Toronto. Every time I think I've gone out, I've seen someone with a Leica camera. Timbuktu, they used... Oh, I've heard of them! Hell yeah, dude. Okay, I'm going to take a look at them. Yeah, I remember seeing something about that. I currently have a Herschel. I love Herschel stuff. Are they good quality in the long run? I saw so many Leica M's 2 weeks ago when my cousin and I went for a walk in State Park. I don't remember if it was where I read this, but I heard Leica's having like one of their best years in a long time. Apparently, everyone's buying Leica cameras these days. Like, the company's worth so much right now. I have a Peak Design bag, and it's my least favorite camera bag in my whole collection. I hate it. But they're...
Hello.
Sinister, thank you so much, man. Oh, Sinister, I need to respond to you today. I'm going to be doing that after stream here. With your tracking code and stuff. I personally don't like it. The reason I don't like my bag, it's not that it's not good quality. They are such good quality bags. I just don't like the way it feels on my back, and I don't like the latch mechanism at all. So, but yeah, that's it. I use Timbuktu even for my laptop. They're really good. Bellroy's really good too. Okay, I need to like go and really check Timbuktu now. What helps you make banger content, regular donations or subs? You just watching, Basil. However you want to support the channel is totally up to you. It's all helpful. But I'm happy with you just being here. I have some Bellroy stuff. Yeah, Bellroy is also cool stuff too. Bellroy has some real nice backpacks. Glad I could enter the camera combo. Oh, dude, thank you so much for participating. I feel like Peak Design makes good straps. I just don't love their backpacks. Are the rumors true? Is the next board a 75? God damn. You gotta ask Bull. Basil, thank you so much for 5 tier 1s, man. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, man. That's very kind. If only Wotancraft bags aren't so expensive. Oh my god, dude. Those bags are so nice. But to import one here into Canada is more than a few $100s. Thank you so much, Basil. I really appreciate that, man. What's the weather like in Canada? Actually, it's 6 degrees outside right now, so Celsius. It's kind of warm-ish today. I think it's getting warmer tomorrow. I want to go get it later. Remind me after I'm done building this board. I have a really cool satchel bag that I got as a gift for Christmas last year. I love it. I haven't really had a chance to use it because I haven't really gone out to take photos, but it is like my dream satchel bag. I find bags so hard to wear fashionably. That's how I kind of feel about backpacks. That's why I kind of wear satchels and like other stuff now, or like the ones that sit on your chest over here. Backpacks for me, dude, backpacks and hats. I look stupid as fucking hats. But yeah, backpacks I still wear all the time, even though I don't find myself, I don't think I look fashionable with them. They are way too handy to have. So I agree with you, way too lucky. They are too practical. Oops. Simon, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Simon told us to ask you lewd questions. Why would he do that? What kind of questions? Did you know that it's thwomp? Simon's been watching too much TikTok. That's what it is, right? I can see you looking good in a regular baseball cap. No, I look silly and dude, my ears I have like ears that stick out. So when I wear hats, I look like a little boy. I don't like it. Also, thank you, Simon. I appreciate it, man. Were you guys building a keyboard or playing games? How long is my keyboard? I'm using a 65 today. What are my thoughts on the loop pen? Practical for some applications, annoying to use in others. So nice.
Insert lewd question.
Thank you very much, Hubert. Appreciate the tier 1, man. You kind of look like Luigi Majoni when he was on the run. Bro, I wish. That guy there was handsome. I'm not that handsome though. People say I look like that comedian guy. What's his name? What's the one you guys always say looks like me? Fuck. I don't remember his name. Jay something. Yeah. What's his name? Morgan J. Yeah, Morgan J. You guys say I look like Morgan J. Damn, how did I forget that? I feel like a fool now. No, everyone says I look like Morgan J. Dude, that Italian guy who was doing keyboards on TikTok, legitimately, we looked identical. I don't even understand. It's crazy. You look like Alex, the famous keyboard builder? Thank you, Six. I appreciate you, man. No, you don't? LOL, what? Morgan J? Dude, I hate to admit it, but someone did one of those things where they put my face next to his, and honestly, we kind of do look kind of the same. It's weird, bro. I honestly, like, it's strange, man. It feels weird knowing that. He looks like you. Sorry to break it to you. Thank you, man. The D's Nuts board. We're doing a little client build today. Is it considered a D's Nuts board? I don't know if I'll use these, but... Aren't you Tony Danza? I wish, bro. Does Morgan J still do comedy stuff? I haven't really been seeing him much on socials these days. At least you got the shoulders, he ain't. Like, I have good shoulders? Damn. Appreciate you, man. How much extra for a Kiss patina on the build? I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't have pricing for that. Let's grab this. Does Terry Crews still do stuff? Is he still acting? I feel like I haven't seen him in a movie in forever. Hold up. I just looked at a picture of Morgan J. Are you sure you're not Morgan J? I'm sure. I'm sure. Oh my god. He does commercials? I did the exact same setup with my Darling build. See, didn't I build yours? You didn't use these switches though, did you? Oh wait, no, Stu, I didn't build yours. I built someone else's DNworks board though. Cotton 4K. Terry Crews said some not so savory things recently. Oh, I didn't know that. Or is this like a while ago? Never seen Alex and Dana White in the same room? Oh my gosh, dude. Any Manta news you could share? We are still on the same... Well, okay. I guess I can share one thing with you guys that just happened last night. Basically, the Anno colors have now been confirmed. Bull was in a meeting with them yesterday. So, from what I understand, and Bull will probably have to clarify here, is this was in passing. It seems that Anno has already... Like, I don't think machining's fully done yet. But Anno is started, which is huge news. That means we're not only on track, but we're maybe a little bit ahead. Obviously, still, we're going to make sure everything goes smoothly and on target. We don't want things to be at a pace where it's too fast and things mess up. But it is good news, very, very good news that this stage has already started. Anodizing is starting on cases soon. We're confirming the colors with samples. There you go. There's Bull's official thing there, because that was Bull's meeting yesterday. Very, very awesome news. It won't be Q4 of 2025. Can't say that. We're still aiming for Q2, but our hope is to have everything delivered on time and done with no flaws. Hopefully. Is there any plans for a 60% Manta? I don't know if Bull and I, like, truthfully, I don't really think we have any plans right now to make, like, other percentage sizes of the Manta build. But we have other, like, we already have, we've already told you guys this. We have other designs and other projects we're literally working on, and we actually, I don't know, I think I told you guys this. We actually had a quick prototype made, like a very rough proto made of a new keyboard we're doing. We did that about 2 months ago, and we finalized, for the most part, the design of the new project, and we submitted it to be prototyped. We're just waiting for those. Once we actually physically get those in, we'll show you guys. I want to be patient, just like we were with the Manta. I don't want to like jump to conclusions and start doing it. Like, we started designing this one just as the Manta wrapped up. So we're taking our time, just like we did for the Manta. And we want it to be a very special project. Which, again, we've put in some interesting thoughts and decision making in this new project. So, is it going to be a keyboard? No. Yes and no. Yes. But also maybe some other stuff, no. Can I leak the form factor? You have to ask Bull. Tag Bull and see what he says. If Bull says sure, then we'll leak it. If Bull says no, what can a boy do? You know? What can a boy do? Unfortunately, not much, you know? Exclamation point Bull kills me. Ask Alex? Do you want to leak the size, Bull? Just the percentage? He says ask Alex. 4%. Man, I don't know what that means by Bull. I actually don't know. What does that mean? The smiley face with the arrows point both ways. Does that mean he doesn't care? Oh, I know what that means. It could be smaller or bigger than the last one we just did. Smile. That's what Bull's trying to say. Could go either way. I get it. Me and Bull are on the same page. It's not a 60. We just did a 65. I'll guarantee you guys it's not a 65. We just did a 65. There you go. There's the leak for today. It is not a 65%. We could leak it. We could. It's up to you, Bull. I could also show them the other prototype if you want. It's not like that prototype that we have really is all the same as the one that we did finalized, so. Are these type R switches? No, these are, how do you pronounce this again? Higenbana? They're a Key Geek switch. They don't seem to be very loud though compared to some of the other stuff, which is actually quite nice. Usually the Key Geek stuff is like extremely loud and sometimes maybe a bit obnoxious. Okay, I'm gonna have to use a plate fork for this though. Ooh, just picked up an M9N EC variant. I think you should leave it, Potato. I'm a big fan of the character, man. I'm a big fan. We need to get Manu in here. He'll leak it for us. Is Manu leaking things? That's crazy if he is. M9N is so nice. That is like such a beautiful board. M9DN? Jesus. Not the DN, bro. Not the DN. Ugh. My nose is plugged. I haven't gotten it though. Hope the typing feel isn't too stiff. I mean, it's EC. It's probably going to be a bit stiff, so... No, I don't really use any... Whatever you guys have been seeing, Andy, is all I've been using, man. Like... Okay, the unfortunate part is, like, I'm very... unfortunate but fortunate. I'm very blessed to have, like, a lot of boards at my disposal. But... the truth of the matter is some of my boards just don't have switches and keycaps in them. And, like, I'm sometimes way too lazy to rebuild them. Like, even people have been asking me to run the, oh god, what was that board from Max Voltar and Salvin? Jesus. Anyways, I don't have keycaps on there right now, and I'm just too fucking lazy. Event Horizon, yeah. I'm just too lazy. Keep it a buck with you, I have stuff that I already really enjoy typing on, and I'm happy. Well, that's why I also give away things, so. I give away stuff that sometimes is considered like really nice and high end just because I'm not using it and I feel like it needs to go to a better home. I've given away some amazing boards over the years for that literal reason. I gave away a moon tower already. The moon tower was given away. I sadly do not have that anymore. Well, I have one moon tower, but the moon tower giveaway was a bit sad though, because I think I never really got confirmation that the winner of the moon tower either A, got it, or B, used it. So they just didn't respond to anything I sent them. Like, I thought that was like one of the most special giveaways, sorta. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what happened to that board, man.
Alex, what photo editing tips do you have? Just getting started here.
Don't overdo it with edits, but also have fun with edits. It's just a photo, man. Like, just make sure you make it your own. Either you go super light with touch-ups, or you go crazy, or you go in the middle. Just make it for you, you know? Wasn't it that goober who said I don't even like keyboards? No, that was a different giveaway entirely. That's actually a giveaway that probably happened 3.5, 4 years ago, where someone won a keyboard. I sent it to them, and it was this really cool macro pad. And when I reached out to them saying, hey, did you end up getting it and do you enjoy it? They told me that they didn't care for keyboards and they just wanted to see if they'd win and won, and then just didn't want to use it. It was just going to sit in the box. That was a totally different giveaway. Yeah, that one there was super disrespectful. Least you could have do is just lie and say it was nice. I think Bull is targeting you and your audience. He's been streaming at the same time you're... Dude, this Bull guy, nah. Bull's chill. Bull literally and I were talking and he's like, oh, I was going to stream at 1 today. I was like, just stream, dude. Who cares? Fight, fight, fight. I would never treat your moon tower like that, Alex. Send it over. I gave away the purple moon tower. You remember that one there? That was my OG moon tower. I missed that one there, man. That was my dyed polycarbonate one. So sad. Oh well. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do, man? Yeah. I would wear your moon tower around my neck. Sounds uncomfortable. Good thing I can split Google on Windows 10. Yeah, multi Windows. Let's go. What do you guys have planned for the rest of the day, by the way? Actually, Kylan, do you want Milmax switch or Milmax sockets on the spacebar? I'll leave it up to you. I'm moving next week. Can you send me the Alex 40? No, it's mine. That's my one of my favorite keyboards in my collection. That one there's only mine. Okay, I'll leave without it then. I got other PCBs for that reason. Oh yeah, you did. You said you had one other PCB in there. That's true. I think expensive boards like the Moon Tower should be avoided in giveaways, even if they're pretty fucking cool. You never know what kind of... I don't even know what that word is. We'll get in the mail. I think the most expensive board I've given away is like probably one of the Matrix boards. That's, I mean, retail. But I don't know. We gave away a Kohaku recently, and that turned out like that was amazing. The person who won the Kohaku was so happy. What is your absolute gem in your collection like you would never get rid of? This. This is legitimately my favorite board in my entire collection. My Rama boards? No, I'd give those away if I had to. This is my absolute favorite keyboard in my collection that I never use, but it means a lot to me. I like the story of this board. I like the way this thing looks, and it has inspired me for a lot of different reasons. So, yeah, dude, it's sick, right? You don't see gradient keyboards that often. It's dope. Ammo, thank you so much for
Less
the
than
prime.
3.
I really appreciate you. Thank you. Put this back. Oh. KBK. It's so true though, man. A gradient, those were all hand done, and from what I understand, doing gradients is kind of costly in time and money. Mostly time though, so they're not stupid easy to do from what I understand. Alrighty, let's start soldering this together. Would your favorite board be the Rukia R2 if you ever received it? No, I don't. You know what's funny, man? Like, I no longer have them. I had other Alice boards that were polycarbonate that are just as nice as the Rukia over the last few years. And honestly, I've realized that I don't love Alice boards as much as I thought, like in the grand scheme of things, just for the layout itself. So I don't know. I don't think that board would have been in any special place in my heart. It just would have been another board. Do you think the build process can influence how you feel about a board, or do you separate that from the final product? Ooh. Yes, I do think it can influence how you think about a board. I really, really do. And the reason why I think that is because if you have a miserable time building a keyboard, you most likely will associate that keyboard with the miserable time you had. So I do think it affects a lot of the build and the keyboard itself. Actually, let me move this a bit closer here. This is the NK orb. We can spin it here if you guys want. What if you just keep rebuilding the same board for the fun of it? I've done that too. When I first got into keyboards, there was a few boards where I just rebuilt over and over and over and over and over again because there was a lot of fun. Oh my god, I hate this cover. The orb, it spins. It spins so you don't have to. Can you show us the orb? It's right there. Which orb are you talking about? Alright. Let's start soldering our keyboard together here. Rebuilding the same boards over and over again is probably more financially way to engage with the hobby. Yeah, plus like buying switches is not as bad as buying a whole new board. You know what I mean? You know, there was a point in time too where I was feeling a bit drained from buying keyboard stuff, so I only bought switches and played around with the keyboards I already owned. Outside of like sponsored stuff or keyboard builds that people paid me to do. Even nowadays, like, I don't necessarily buy new boards, but I like buying the odd occasional one. I've purchased like a few boards in the last few years, but I like getting keycaps and switches. Those are more fun, and then I can just play around with stuff I already own. Wizard time. Damn, this is soldering so nice right now. I've gone through so many different variations of switches and keycaps for my favorite boards. Yeah, dude, same here. I think my most built keyboard is probably my Moon Tower, and I've gone through like 8 different variations of how I built that thing. I also find it's a really great way to learn how different plates and foams and mounts affect sound. Yeah, especially because you're doing it on the same board. I agree with that. That's a very good point. I take that back. I thought this was flowing nice. It's flowing nice, but it's just flowing slow. So I gotta pay attention to how much solder I'm putting in. I want a deeper clack on my Neo Core Plus with aluminum plate. If you want deeper clack, I mean, you could go with like Obscuras or a really deep long pull switch. That way there you get that loudness you want, probably the clack, and then it also has a bit of a deeper sound profile. Key Geek switches, like blue cheese, are also pretty good for that too. Yeah. Did Bull leak the layout on his stream yet? Have you tried the new cherry switches, Patel, Blossom, and Falcon? Or is it Patel? I thought it was Petal switches. Dude, they sent me like 20 of each. So I have them, but I just don't know what I can do with. Like, I probably have to build like a test unit and see how they feel. I would have preferred a full set so I can like actually get a feel for them, but it is what it is. But no, I haven't actually tried them yet. Dane Keep's blueberry milk switches are pretty deep clack. Dane Keep switches are kind of low key though. Nobody really like talks about them as much. I do think they deserve some credit though. They're pretty nice switches. They are very low key and underrated. Very, very underrated. I got my Athena 1800 raw not long ago. It's been some years since I had a new board paired. I also paired it with my first cherry switches, and I'm in love? Hell yes. How'd you mod your cherry switches? Latest iPhone accessory right up your alley? Oh, is that the carry thing for it? Oh, wait, this. I don't fucking get this. I don't fucking get this at all. I'm not even looking at the cost. You know what I don't get? Why use this when you got pockets? I'm talking from a man's perspective right now. Why would I need this when I have 4 perfectly good pockets on all of my pants? So stupid, dude. Fashion statement? I don't know. I don't really care about that kind of stuff, so. $200? I'll stick with my pockets. Thank you very much. My pockets are free. Did you see the new Valve hardware that launched? No, I didn't. What's that about? Ain't no way am I spending $200 for some fabric that I can wear around my chest to put my phone in. Get out of here, bro. Listen, I don't care too much about fashion stuff, so I'm obviously talking from a different perspective here. But as I get older, I start to care less and less about wearing extra stuff, because that just means I have to worry about more stuff. So if I can put everything into a sling around my body or my pockets, then I'm hella good. All right? I don't need 14 different things bringing alongside me. This is exactly why my only accessories that I wear out is a wallet with my credit cards and my keys and a cell phone. That's literally all I ever bring out. You can wear simple stuff. Tattoos can help a lot when you go simple. Yeah, I wear a lot of hoodies.
So my tattoos don't even matter because no one can see them.
I saw you did the winter TKL last week. What's your general opinion on it?
I loved it, dude. The new updated like board itself with the small changes everywhere, I think went a long way. I went back and listened to my V1 sound test, and I do think it sounds better than the V1.
Loved it though, dude. I wear super complex clothing and then shove a bunch of jewelry. I envy you because I also would love to do stuff like that, but I don't understand how to do any of it. You know what I mean? But again, kind of falling into what I said before, like I'm starting to get to that point now, unfortunately, or fortunately, however you guys want to look at it, where it's like the most simple way I can exit the house is how I want to exit the house. I tried doing the jewelry thing when I was much younger, and I don't look good with it. Or at least I don't know how to make it look good. My most complex style is wearing 3 rings, spending 15 hours for the tattoos people can see.
My most complex style is when I put a hoodie on and wear a really cool jacket. That's it.
Alex, you're such a cutie and don't even know it. Me? I wear a watch and Crumb Hearts bracelets, but that's it. I hate rings.
I can't do watches or rings anymore. I don't know why. They just irritate me.
Alex is so beautiful he doesn't need anything else.
No, please. I wouldn't mind actually picking up some new pieces of clothes.
I haven't gone shopping in years, dude. I feel like a lot of my clothes are actually wearing out. A lot of my shirts have little holes in them, and I think I just need to buy new shirts. No, it's when you have your Leica around your shoulders. I actually don't wear my camera like that out, though.
Believe it or not, if I'm wearing my camera out, it stays underneath my jacket. Or if it's summertime, it stays in a little satchel so no one can see it. So I don't really wear the camera as a fashion accessory. Although that could be cool, I guess. It's harder when you got a belly. Stuff doesn't want to look good. Dude, I'm telling you, from someone... I wasn't...
Okay, I should preface this by saying I wasn't like to the point where I felt like, yes, I have a big belly, but like when I was about 190 something pounds, I definitely felt like I didn't love my body shape. You know what really helped me was just oversized shirts or button-up shirts, and then kind of styling that with like really nice pair of pants. It made me feel really good. That's kind of how I styled that. But now I dropped about 20 pounds and I still kind of wear the oversized stuff because I still think it makes, I don't know, looks cool, I guess. Oversized shirts, and then I wear more of like a slim pant. Not skinny pants, just like a slim. But I have been wearing an old pair of pants I got from H&M so long ago. They're like the ones that are really, really puffy, and then they have like a tie at the bottom, and I just tuck them into my socks. And then I like that look too. But I mainly do that because I don't like when the air goes up the pants and it keeps my legs warm. So that's why I wear those. 7 foot. I'm 7'1"? No. Like, I'm like 5'10" ish. I don't really got great fashion sense though. I have like 2 things that I think are really good in my wardrobe. I don't really understand how to dress myself. I'm 6 foot on a good day. Yeah. 6 foot on a good day. Regular day, 5'10". But if I'm feeling good and I'm feeling, just like tall, 6'3". Just depends, But we can all feel tall, you know what I mean? Even if you're a short king or a short queen, you can feel tall if you want. I do. I feel tall when I want. Sometimes I'm feeling, dude, you toys. Sometimes I feel 6'7", bro.
It's just a number, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean much. Right? Oh man. I'm feeling 9'10". Yeah, true. 67? Oh god. You know, actually I don't want to say that. I'm gonna get called Unk, and I don't want to. Nah, I'm gonna say it, bro. That joke is not that funny, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like I know the origin of it, and it's really not that funny. But I feel like there was dumb things we said when I was younger too. But I feel like 6'7" stuff is not funny at all, dude. I think you're chopped, Unk. Bro, I'm keeping a buck. It's not that funny though. It's just kids being kids. I'm trying to recall if there was like some stupid word we said. It's funny because it's dead now. It's never funny. If you're above 24, you're Unk. That's fucked. That's fucked, dude. That's crazy. Did we have like a stupid word that we just was on repeat? 9 plus 10 meme is funnier. I don't think any of those number memes are funny at all. Maybe I don't think I would have. And I laugh. I have some stupid sense of humor. All right. I like loud sounds. I think loud sounds are funny. Okay. So like I don't really care for the whole 6'7" stuff or like whatever other number memes there are. I laugh at loud sounds. Okay. Maybe you just don't like math / numbers. Unk. That's crazy. Why'd you have to throw Unk at the end? That's kind of wild, bro. You like watching Peanut? We know. Peanut's hilarious, dude. What kind of loud sounds? I don't want to say them because I'm not going to butcher them, but dude, it is, there are some funny sounds that just like are just loud noises that when I listen to them, I'm dying of laughter, and my girlfriend gives me the most side eye I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay? But it's just loud sounds, and I think they're hilarious. Just like people screaming about like game stuff, or I don't know. Pwned? But I feel like Pwned is not, I don't know, I feel like Pwned is not as bad as the 6'7" stuff. I think it's cringe, but like, are they loud fart noises? Yeah, sometimes that makes me laugh. Leroy Jenkins? The good old memes, bro. The good old memes. Alex, you look like you were teabagging kids back in the Halo days. I was the one getting teabagged, bro. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys, all right? I'm not even gonna pretend like I was good at Halo. I was the one getting teabagged, all right? I sucked at Halo. Halo was not my game. I was better at Call of Duty. And dude, Halo, I stunk at, bro. You were solid at Halo? I stunk at it, dude. I was so bad at playing that game. Ugh. We never had STEM words like 6'7" growing up? Yeah, I don't remember anything like that. Dude, straight Earl Grey? Dude, I stunk at it, bro. Dude, you know what game I loved was Unreal Tournament, dude. I'm surprised that game didn't last, like, modern revisions of that game. Unreal Tournament was fucking dope, bro. That had, like, such cool mods in it. Unk status confirmed. Okay, you know what, guys? Is it because I like Unreal Tournament? There's been a revival of Unreal? Oh, really? Like, people are just playing the old game, or is it coming back now? What is that? Dude, it was so much fun. The old game is back? Shit, I'm gonna have to go back and play that then, man. We had a number meme? Really? What was it? I didn't play much Twisted Metal. UT 2004 was sick. That is pretty much what I like. I loved playing a particular mod. The mod was like
The more you play on the server, the more like levels you get, and you can put those levels into stuff. And I love playing that server, man. I don't think those are the same things though, because 420 has like a thing associated with weed. 360, I guess people would say 360 no scope, but that was like a gaming thing. Alex, there's gray in your stash. Okay, pause. I think as of tomorrow, I'm going to start streaming in 720p, so you guys don't have to look at that. Because I think streaming in 4K, you're just looking too close now. I'm going to start streaming in 720. Just stream in black and white. Come on, bro. That's fucked. That's crazy. You know what? For you guys, I'll stream in black and white, guys. Hold on 1 second. I'll just stream in black and white now. Here. Fuck it. I don't think color is working for me anymore here. Let's see. Color correction. Yeah, let's just go black and white, bro. Fuck this. Is it still noticeable? Hide your gray hairs. Is it still noticeable? I think it is, actually. I'm just going 720p tomorrow, dude. Back to the golden age of... Not as much? Okay, we're just going to keep it like this, I think, for a while. We'll just keep the face camera in black and white. I think that's where it's going to stay. Webcam great with rest in color? Yeah. We still know it's there. Alex about to tell us how his Apple Watch saved his life. I think my Apple Watch has been dead for many, many months now. I haven't charged it in a long time. Oh shit, I oversaturated myself now. There we go. We're good. Trisepia? Shut up. Trisepia tone is crazy. Get out of here, dude. Alex, you can recite the story of the first television? Get out of here, dude. Can you do chromatic aberration, maybe? The transatlantic accent? Dude, the story behind that accent is actually interesting as fuck. It was done because radio equipment, from what I understand, was like really... Like, microphones weren't that great, so they had to speak in a way that was... You pronounce, like, literally everything. Can you tell us about the dinosaurs? Actually, I probably could. I know a lot about dinosaurs. I went through a dinosaur phase. Can you tell us about dial-up internet? I don't know, bro. Honestly, I don't think people these days would have the patience for dial-up internet. Including myself. I think I've lost that patience in my body. I really don't think I could survive it. I don't know about you guys. Like, I'm going to keep it a buck. I really think I'd get frustrated. Having to deal with that shit again? Hell no. Fucking count me out. Dial-up is coming back? Get out of here. Why? What link is this? Way too lucky. Oh my god. It won't click. Here we go. Oh, the dial-up internet sound? I don't want this to blast my eardrums, so... This is too clean, though. It's too clean of a sound. It was way more staticky because our speakers sucked. It was way worse. Nostalgia. It could be more deep fried, yeah. The screeches of my memory. Yeah, I remember there was a few times where we got phone calls while the internet was... While we were doing stuff, and the internet would just go down, and I'd be so frustrated. I'd be so pissed off. The sound of your PC speakers made a text. Yeah, that's true. I remember that too, yeah. VHS a bit. I mean, VHS was nothing special. Let me wash my hands.
actually have to convert some VHSs for my parents soon. So I bought myself a little VHS conversion kit. Although, my stomach just growled. I'm hungry, I guess. We actually have some Super 8 tapes. But I looked into Super 8 conversion, and dude, Super 8 is like expensive to get converted. So those I think are going to stay unconverted for a long time, probably forever. Probably if I must convert those will be sent in to someone. But converting VHS is actually pretty easy, it seems. The WoW Battle Pass from GameStop. Oh yeah, buying the cards. Yeah, dude, my stomach is like telling me I'm hungry, but I'm not. I just ate. I'm growling right now though. Super 8 is pretty high quality. I just like all the look out of all those things too. Like it's a unique look. You can buy a machine if you have a lot. It's cheaper than the service. Dream, the good machines I saw for converting Super 8s were like $500-600, and we only have like, I don't know, 3 or 4. So, did you have a fat stack of blank CDs? No, I think we bought those as we needed. I don't think CDs were something we kept in bulk. I actually never got into Blu-rays. I think me and my family skipped Blu-rays. It was just so expensive. And I think it was rather easy to skip. Because I think you're right. I don't remember Blu-ray lasting that long. Yeah, we never got to, well, I'm going to say we never got to experience it, but it was also really expensive, so. Did PlayStation have a Blu-ray player on it? I think you're right, it did. I don't know if I had a PlayStation 3 or not, though. I can't remember now. Yeah, that, and then the other thing, too, that was really obsolete really quickly was 3D stuff. But I heard there's a demand for 3D stuff. PS3 was the first cheap Blu-ray player. Yeah, I don't really recall. Again, we never really got into Blu-ray, me and my family, so... Blu-ray was never really a thing that any of us cared about. But I mean, dude, I still watch TV and stuff in 1080p, so like... At this point here, even 720, there's some shows that I watch that are a bit older, and they're only available in 720p. And I don't give a fuck, so... I'm still entertained, you know? PS2 is the undisputed best console, not gonna lie. Also, hi JQ, so
20
tier
months
3,
of
man.
being graced by that beautiful smile and luscious
Thanks, man.
moustache. Moi.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate you. Love you, buddy. Did you rent VHS from Blockbuster? No. We actually, maybe we did. Honestly, I don't remember. If I'm being real with you, maybe we did once or twice. But I don't think we had a lot of VHS like movies. It was like the odd occasion we'd get something. Beauty. Let's put some gaskets on. Kylan, I'm not going to put them under the spacebar because I recently did a build for this and they sounded better with no gaskets here. So I'm going to skip them for now and then we can always add them in if we want. 4K live content's still pretty rare. Yeah, it is. There's a lot of hang-ups with like how you can even do that, so. Can I get some VHS tapes of you and your mustache, close-ups only? Okay. I'll see if I have any. Avatar: The Last Airbender is only like 720. I watch it more than I would like to admit. Yeah, I think quality sometimes only matters in certain circumstances. Like, I think it's very rare these days that I go out of my way to watch something in like a higher quality if I don't have it immediately available to me. Like, I just don't care, you know? Mini update, Alex. My Warmier SK7 Pro came in. I am easily impressed, apparently. Love the looks. I was surprised how close the audio was through your streams. Dude, I'm glad you say that because I put a lot of work into making sure the audio sounded as lifelike as possible. That is like one of my like things I really make sure about with this stream.
Colors from the camera, I'm not so concerned. But the audio, I put a lot of work into making sure it sounds good. So I really appreciate that comment. But I'm glad you also like the board, man. That board was pretty interesting, I gotta say. Been in the hobby for... Oh, my camera is not liking this. Sorry, guys. Been in the hobby for 5 to 6 years now, but is it just me or does the hobby feel more slow compared to 2019? It does feel slow, but I guarantee you it's not as slow as you think. So, I'm going to go in my analysis here. From behind the scenes and from, you know, the viewpoint of someone who's just also into keyboards, we also have to remember COVID was a big thing. Everyone was home and had nothing to do and extra money to spend. I think also a lot of people, because they were bored because of COVID, were trying their hand at designing keyboards. Whether it was good or not is another story. But keyboards were just something that kind of was just budding, and it was not a lot of keyboards out. So a lot of people were designing very simple products, and there was a lot of people in turn buying said simple products. And it was really fun. There was a lot of hype for a lot of people because, you know, people were trying new things. And I think as keyboards developed and the hobby kind of solidified, there was more expectation and want for higher quality design work and stuff like that, which is pretty normal. And now we are here with keyboards, where it feels a bit slower because it is a bit slower. Because I think there's more demand for higher quality stuff. I need to desolder this guy. Forgot there was a badge on it. Also, having a mic closer picks up more stuff. I don't know. I have a lot of hang-ups with how people record stuff. I do think sometimes the way people record keyboards is not always realistic. You shouldn't put the microphone up to the keyboard like your ear is pressed up to it. You're picking up sounds that don't exist from your normal standpoint. It's just not realistic. And then you're also, a lot of people record with microphones that are not very neutral. So there's a lot of, sometimes increased bass or other things. So it's not really a fair way to do that. You can't have more of like a U curve with your microphones as you record stuff. Voice-tuned mics versus instrument mics too? Yes, definitely that as well. I've gone through a lot of high-quality microphones over the years, and I will say this is the best one that I've had for doing keyboards. The second best is one of my Lewitt condenser microphones, but it still required me to get closer than I'd like to pick up the sound, and I don't think it was as nice sounding as this, so... But I think one of my biggest gripes is still people who put their microphones right up to the keyboard or use the Shure SM7B. That is my second biggest gripe when it comes to keyboard sounds. That particular microphone and everyone's love for it. That was it. We're done. Easy peasy. Soldering is like va 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 va. Yeah. I really need to get that Hako desoldering gun. So much easier. Yeah, the only bitch is like cleaning it. I hate cleaning it sometimes. It is not fun. It is a pain in the butt. It's a vocal mic, isn't it? For the dude, the Shure SM7B is a fantastic podcasting mic, vocal microphone. It is not great for other sounds. I stress to everyone who ends up buying that microphone to not use it for like accurate sound production of instruments and just anything acoustics, like other than your voice. It is not very fun to listen to. Very entertaining when I'm in the call with the boys. Get some farts in, you know? I like that, I like that. I'm going to plug in my Shure SM7B and do a whole sound collection test for you. Go for it, dude. Frog Mini? The Frog Mini's nice. The only frog I didn't like was the TKL. I actually really don't care for the TKL. Also, for those getting into sound testing for keys, make sure the mic is off the desk. Yes. And another tip I can tell you guys, if you guys end up recording sound tests for keyboards, work in an environment where you don't have to put a lot of like noise reduction filters on, because unfortunately that does change the way the sound test works. Don't worry about there being some background noise if you happen to have it. Just try not to put that filter on it. There have been times where maybe I even feel a little bit like self-conscious about like some background noise or like a humming going on, but dude, the moment you try to remove those hummings, you're also removing certain frequencies from your sound test, which kind of distorts the sound a little bit too. Well, if you have a crying baby, then maybe sound tests are not the thing you should be worrying about at the moment. There you go. Beautiful. Although, I'm going to be honest, I might have to go back in afterwards, Kylan, because the badge looks a little crooked on this, no? Although I don't know if I can fix that. Yeah, I'll go in later and see if I can fix that for you, Kylan. I have no idea what that's about, if that's supposed to be like that. It looks a little bit off-centered. Beats me. Let's put these back in the bag. Put those there. This one? See how it's a little bit off-centered a little bit? I don't know. Can you see that? A little easier for me not to raise myself up. Maybe it shifts a little bit. Can you shift this? Oh, it doesn't really move. It's rotated counterclockwise or something? Yeah. You can kind of see it, right? It's just like ever so slightly like twisted this way. But it needs to be twisted this way. I don't know if it can be fixed, but it's not the end of the world. I'm just letting you know. That's it. I'll go in and later and look at it and see if I can fix it. All right, what are we using for this? What do I want to use for this? Thank you, good sir. Anytime, sir. Well, last time we built this board, I used Darling. What if we did something different? Hazakura? Do we want to do pink on pink? I was thinking maybe something very neutral. Like, what's this, Noel? I don't know what this is. Noel, maybe? Or... what else? Oh, you know, might be interesting on it. Future Funk. Future Funk could look interesting on it. Yeah, I feel like Darling's the obvious choice.
But I feel like if Seafoam's already going to put Darling on it, then... Do you have strawberry milk? I don't know if I do. Greg would look nice, not gonna lie. I don't know that one. Do you have Honor Dark? I do, but I think it's on my Kaze still. I mean, if you guys are down for one of those sets, Crimson Cadet? Ooh, that'll be very red. I kind of wouldn't mind trying Future Funk, if you guys are down. I don't know where my Hazakura set is. I'm going to keep it a buck. I have no clue where I put that set. I kind of wanted to use Hazakura as well, but I don't see the box for it right now. Oh, is it in this? Oh, it's on something, never mind. It is in this box, but it's on a keyboard. I'm down for whatever. Sounds good, sir. I have a feeling this will be interesting. I've got a feeling. Future Funk is so good anyways. It's such a good set. Future Funk? I would say it's more like a dark purple, yeah. Definitely more like a purpley color than anything. I actually already like it on this. Because it does have some pink accents on it. So it's already looking super, super delish. I always need to cheat and use my other keyboard here to see where things actually go. Or else I don't know where they go. Any news on Synovia? Still coming in. I don't know when, man. I'm so sorry, guys. I know people want to watch that stream, but it's caught in like border stuff right now, so we have to wait a little longer, unfortunately. Bull's doing it right now. Yeah, Bull has his, but I don't have mine. I think everyone in America got theirs pretty quick for content creators. Actually, this looks really nice with this on it. Never mind. This is quite interesting. I am vibing. Oh, is the PCB a little off-centered here? Okay. I may have to loosen up the screws and readjust where the PCB is sitting. I forgot you have to do that with this board. Although it kind of shifts on its own, so... maybe have to do it a little bit more too. Short shift. Michelin ends the day I can afford it, and I'm so pumped to get this run. Amazing set. You will not regret that set. That is... I think I considered that one of my, or if not my set of the year last year. The PC ones don't have that issue for some reason. Really? That's weird. I wonder what's the difference then. Was Michelin 2 years ago? Fuck. No, it wasn't. You're lying to me, you toy. It delivered last year, right? And it sold. Was it sold 2 years ago? Nah, bro, you're fucking with me. That was a 2023 set. You're... That's crazy if that was 2 years ago. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that. I'm just gonna mentally block that you're saying that right now. I mentally do not want to take in what you're saying. My brain is good not thinking of that. This is Future Funk. Can I get a discount code for novel keys? Unfortunately, I don't have one. But honestly, Chayo, can you message me? I might actually be able to do a one-off shirt like that for you. I think that'd be funny. I'll see if I can get that done for you. Time needs to slow down. Yeah. Really does need to chill out, huh? Checking out some of your old YouTube vids, we're all aging together. I definitely look like I've gotten a little older in the last few years, which is a bit of a shame, but also a part of life. What are you supposed to do? Can't complain about it. Bound to happen. Only thing I want is for all of us to enjoy ourselves. Why? I look so much older now that I've lost weight. Really? Some people would say usually the opposite, like you look younger. I think men typically look a bit older. Yeah, I won't disagree there. I think men, sometimes age hits us a little earlier than women. But again, it is what it is. It's all part of life. What are we supposed to do? If people really hate on me for aging, then I want to be there for when they age, you know? So I can laugh. And be like, haha, now it's your turn. Oh, this is actually very finicky with how this is sitting. What the fuck? This is so finicky. You're aging like fine wine? Thanks, I appreciate it. Thanks, Cyber. When you lose a lot of weight when you're older, your skin doesn't bounce back. Oh, okay, so that's what you mean. Sorry, I thought you meant more like your face is aged and stuff like that. But honestly, at the end of the day though, hella proud of you for losing some weight, bro. Not easy to commit to. Really not easy sometimes. You don't look like a date over 18, baby. You have my number? Damn. Thanks, bro. Appreciate the kind words. Yellow Submarine? Oh, Beatles? I haven't listened to some Beatles music in a while. Actually, do we want the hot pink accent here? I feel like we kind of do. Look at that. Looks good. Dude, I actually think this set kind of slaps on this board right now. This looks hella good. Oops. Discord's fine. Discord's probably the best place to message me. What else do I need for this? I need function. Oh, I think I skipped function. Shoot, now to find where I put that. What color is function? Is it have like the pink in it? Just need a 1U. Now to find that. And I also need a page up. I thought it was... here's page up. Bro is gaslighting you to think he answers DMs? Okay, dude. You know what? I try my best, man. Oh, here's function. Got it. I actually think this is a great choice for this. I've been truly... I never thought I'd get to this point, but like... It is, my life has gotten to a point where I've actually gotten really busy, and I'm very grateful for how busy I've gotten. But then also, I noticed my social life tends to decline because of that.
in more aspects than I'd like to admit, including answering things like messages from not only you guys, but like family and friends and stuff and everyone, you know. Unfortunate side effect of just getting a little bit more busy. And then, you know, to be honest, there's just been other things that I feel like I kind of need to put my focus into, like chores and other things that sadly are just more adult oriented, you know. So it's one of those things where it's like, not gonna lie, every now and then I look at my messages and just look even my text messages, because bro, I don't even want to. I'll show you guys actually. Let me show you this. Look, this is just stuff I'm not answering, man. Oh, hello, camera. Okay, 23. Like, and that's like my texts. So it's just, you know, it is what it is. Not much I can do. Not much I can do. I got so many games on my phone, bro. All right. You sure my messages aren't in messages requests? They probably are. I'm pretty positive everything is just sitting there. Also, they changed it recently, too. My texts are at 488. Dude, mine have gotten that bad before, but I've just deleted them all. All right, let's see how this sounds. All right. This is looking actually really good. I actually love the way this turned out. Future Funk and this pink look super good together. Dream, you're totally right. I actually still want to do that too. Are you in my message requests? I'm going to look right now. Bump. You are. I'm going to put this right at the top of my messages so I look later. Let's see how well this sounds. I've never used these switches before. These are the Higginbana? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Oh, this is already not bad. Ooh. I need to go in and readjust how the board is sitting, though. It's on a little bit of a curve, so I think... I don't know why they didn't think about this in the board. I think it's tilted a little bit this way. So I need to go in and just unscrew the screws and readjust it, but... I also am going to put the gaskets on the top. Yeah, I can hear it. Oh, right over here, the plate is impacting the side of the keyboard. So either I shift it a little bit more, but then... Yeah, see, that fixed it. But then I think this is going to get caught. It sounds really good, though. It sounds super, super good. Although I'm going to readjust some stuff now. Also, I want to put the gaskets on the top. Let's readjust some stuff now while we're all hanging out. And let's also see if we can fix Seafoam's badge here for him. The sound is amazing. These are actually really nice switches. First time using these switches. Really, really like them. If the New York one is this year, I'm not going this year. But if we're talking about the one next year, then yes, I would love to go to the one next year. Next year is on my list to go to New York for keyboard stuff. I will be at the Toronto one this weekend, but I think that's it for me for meetups this year. I'm kind of burnt out from stuff. I think this is my social limit of being outside for the year. Okay, I don't know how to fix this though. Do I just unscrew it a little bit and readjust it? I need a different bit.
I think the Toronto meetup should be really fun. I usually think, like, you know, for lack of a better word, like hometown stuff is always fun to do. What bit is this? Different bit, not this bit. Does it move around a little bit? Oh yeah, it does shift around. Okay, so we just gotta, like, right there. And then... there we go. Badge is fixed. Badge is good to go. It just needed to be reshifted into place. Yep. Much better. Much, much better. All right, next I want to just make sure this is all sitting good. Is it the plastic plate that's causing this little bit of extra bounce? I wonder. I do want to put the gaskets on top of here. Maybe that'll help align some stuff. I also feel like when it tops out, it... actually, are we short a gasket anyways? I feel like we might be short a gasket. Maybe it's better that we didn't use them all. Wait, actually, are we actually short one gasket? Yeah, I don't think they gave us enough gaskets for this whole keyboard. Damn. Alright, let's try to align this as we screw this in here. So let's put 2 screws in. Now is the tough part about this. I love the red on this though. This red is beautiful. Okay, looks good. We're in a spot now where we can screw it all in. It's such a deep red. It is a beautiful red. This might be one of my favorite red, like, anodes, this particular color here. It's very pretty. I can't believe Valve didn't name their new console the GameCube. Bro, I don't think anyone wants to deal with Nintendo at this point here. I don't think anyone gives a shit to deal with Nintendo's legal team. Much better. I still hear something in here, Seafoam. So when I'm typing, and I'm pretty sure it's just the... No, it's not resonance. No, now it's gone. Okay, it's an alignment thing. This needs to be shifted up ever so... it needs to be shifted up ever so slightly. Damn, that's kind of annoying. I didn't realize this board needed that. So I basically... it's hard to see because the caps are literally dark. But the bottom was just too shifted downwards that it was impacting the side of the keycap, I think, on the bottom row. But now it's gone. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it just needed to be shifted. Little annoying, little annoying. But it is what it is, I suppose. I might actually go in later, Seafoam. Because even like hear the tapping. I might even put a little force break underneath this and just make sure like nothing's touching. And then I might go in, I don't know if this will help because I need to go find something to use for material. I might see if I can implement something inside the case for you where I can just put 2 extra pieces of foam and kind of force this to align properly, if that makes sense. But I think it still needs to be further aligned. Like I really need to fine-tune the alignment here. Because like, see this? That bothers me. Something on this side is impacting something here. Don't hear it on this side, but you hear it on this side. Yeah, okay. I might need to continue to refine this a little bit for you, Seafoam. But you won't have this when it gets back. I can assure you that I will do my best to get rid of it. Yeah, it's something... I think it's the... I think it's the alignment of the plate. Something in here needs to be shifted in just the right spot, clearly, but... I feel like they definitely could have used alignment. Dude, they should have put something to help align the PCB here. I fully agree. But yeah, I don't know. The last time I built this, it didn't have this problem. But I also felt like the last time we built this, it didn't shift around as much. This is like, you can shift it with your hands with everything already clamped together, which is strange. But it sounds really good though. Other than that, like that small little thing, which we'll fix for Mr. Seafoam here, our clients. This is, love these switches. What a great little spacebar. Fantastic. Pour on the same as last time? Yeah, this is pour on. Last time we did pour on. You know what I might also have to do? Because this is PP. Last time I don't think I used PP plate. Perhaps this is just bending too much. Like maybe it's too soft. Maybe I need to put some sort of like PE sheet on the bottom. So maybe it's like a bottom out. I don't know. But these switches are fantastic. I hand lubed these. Seafoam said if they don't sound good to hand lube them. It wasn't so much that they didn't sound good, is that they were inconsistent. That is the running thing with KeyGeek, unfortunately, is they make good factory lube switches. It's just not consistent factory lube switches. So pretty much every set of KeyGeek stuff that I end up getting in, I redo. It's pretty much kind of like a guarantee at this point here that I don't love them stock. Like, they definitely need to be hand-tuned. But I end up just applying 205 and then basically removing a lot of the stock lube. I don't know what exactly they use, but good switches though. I like the switches. They sound really good. All right though, guys, that is pretty much the stream. I'm going to continue playing around with this right now and see if I can figure out what's causing the little tapping noise, which I can still kind of hear as you move this around. So I'll figure that out. Thank you, Seafoam, for letting us build this today. It turned out lovely. But I'll keep you posted just because I'm going to go take a little break and also go see if I can find some foam to maybe help align this. See what I got. I don't know. It's going to take me a while. But thank you guys for tuning in. Let's go. Is Bull streaming? I don't know if Bull's streaming still. He's still streaming. Let's just go raid Mr. Bull. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but let's go raid him. You guys have a good one. I will talk to you guys later. Love you guys. And see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Love ya. Also, have a good day. And remember to stay hydrated. Bye, everybody.